I'm a roller coaster, turning round.
What is up, guys? It is Coasters and Things here today, and today's review is of an awesome amusement park. This is Kings Island in Mason, Ohio. This park is located about 30 minutes north of Cincinnati, and it is one of my all-time favorite theme parks. It is absolutely one of the best Cedar Fair parks in the chain. This is one of 2 Cedar Fair parks in the state of Ohio, and sometimes hides in the shadow of Cedar Point. It really shouldn't, because this park is phenomenal. I have been here twice, in October 2019 and August 2021, and both of my visits here have been outstanding. As you'll find out in this video, this is one of my top 5 parks for several reasons. Let's first talk about the roller coasters. Kings Island has a total of 14 roller coasters, and they have one of the most well-rounded coaster lineups in the world. The Beast is one of the most legendary roller coasters of all time, the world's longest wooden coaster, and the coaster that put Kings Island on the map for coaster enthusiasts. Orion is the newest coaster addition to the park, the latest and greatest Giga Coaster. Diamondback is a fantastic B&M hyper, gives great floater airtime. Mystic Timbers is a GCI wooden coaster, and my personal favorite GCI as of now. It has phenomenal pacing and is very smooth. Banshee is the latest B&M inverted coaster in America, as well as the longest inverted coaster in the world. And from there, the collection expands even further to include rides like Racer, a classic PTC racing wooden coaster, Flight of Fear, a Premier Rides LIM launch coaster, The Bat, an aerodynamic suspended coaster, Invertigo, the Vekoma Invertigo model, Adventure Express, an aerodynamics mine train, and Backlot Stunt Coaster, a Premier Rides LIM family coaster. There are so many good quality coasters here. I have absolutely no complaints with the current roller coaster lineup at this park. What could Kings Island use for their next coaster? I'm thinking either a Mock Rides launch coaster, like Copperhead Strike, or a Gerstlauer Infinity coaster, like Hang Time, to go in the plot of land where Vortex used to be. Next up are thrilling flat rides. Kings Island has an awesome trio of flat rides. These include Drop Tower, an Intamin Gyro Drop Tower, Delirium, a Huss Frisbee, and Windseeker, a standard Mondial Windseeker swing ride. All 3 of these are fantastic flat rides, and though I haven't experienced any of these at this park yet, I've ridden identical versions of Windseeker at Cedar Point and Carowinds, and I've also ridden a near-identical version of Delirium, Max Air, at Cedar Point. These provide great rides, so if you're looking for a good thrill, I definitely recommend this awesome trio of flat rides. Family and kids rides are next, and Kings Island has about 28 of them. Some of the notable ones include Race for Your Life Charlie Brown, Boo Blasters on Boo Hill, and the Kings Mill Antique Autos. Race for Your Life Charlie Brown is actually the only ride I've ridden at this park other than the roller coasters. It was really hot out, and we just decided randomly to do it to cool off. You actually get a little more wet on that final drop than you'd think you would. There's also the Kings Island and Miami Valley Railroad. This is great. There are 2 stations, one in the dry park in Rivertown, and one in Soak City. More parks need train rides, so I'm really glad Kings Island has this. This park has a good number of rides, 45 to be exact. Kings Island also has their iconic Eiffel Tower. It's a 1/3 scale replica of the real one in Paris. This is the exact same Eiffel Tower as the one at King's Dominion. I don't consider this a ride, it's more of an attraction. You can go up there and get amazing views of the park. I sadly have never been up in the Eiffel Tower. It was closed on my first visit in 2019, and I just didn't get around to it during my 2021 visit. I definitely want to go up in the Eiffel Tower whenever I go back here. Kings Island also has their water park, Soak City. There's some notable water slides here, including Tropical Plunge, a capsule and tube slide complex, Mondo Monsoon, a pro slide tornado, and Rendezvous Run, a mat racing slide. If you're here on a hot summer day and want to cool off, Soak City's a good option. Steering away from rides, let's talk about food. I have had a few different meals here. The first time I came here, I had chicken tenders from Jukebox Diner over in Coney Mall. They were pretty good, just your standard theme park food. Then I went to Planet Snoopy Ice Cream and got Kings Island's signature snack item, the blue ice cream. This was so freaking good. I know this sounds weird to say, but it actually tasted blue. I never knew blue had a taste, and it's something you really don't understand until you try it yourself. I never thought I'd like blue ice cream, but I actually loved it. This was probably the best soft serve ice cream I've ever had. You can actually get it at multiple locations throughout the park. Everyone loves it, and rightfully so. As you can see in this photo, I loved it too. Highly recommend it. Then on my visit last year, I ate at Hank's Mexican Grill. I'm a big fan of Mexican food, and this was really good. There's also other notable eateries in the park, including Fest House, Potato Works, and Coney Barbecue, which is the latest eatery. I definitely recommend the food at Kings Island. I think it definitely beats the food at Cedar Point. Out of all the Cedar Fair parks I've been to so far, Kings Island has the best food. It's not on like Knoebels level, but for a Cedar Fair park, it's really nice food. Now let's discuss operations. How efficient are they being at keeping the lines moving? On both of my visits here, they have been outstanding with their operations. They are constantly running at least 2, oftentimes 3 trains on their roller coasters. Each of the major roller coasters have 3 trains. They are also very good at sending the trains out in under a minute. Orion, Diamondback, Mystic Timbers, all of them have super fast dispatches. Flight of Fear is the one coaster that dispatches can be on the slower side sometimes. Aside from that though, the operations are great. Kings Island's known for their efficient operations, and they are some of the best you'll find. Most of Kings Island's coasters have bins on the ride platforms, so you won't need to buy lockers for most of them. Now the ones that you do have to buy lockers for, sadly, are the 3 latest coasters. Banshee, Mystic Timbers, and Orion. All of the others, though, have bins on the platforms. Let's now talk about the park's atmosphere. I love the atmosphere here. It has just nice, good vibes to it. Everything is clean, well presented. There's a lot of trees everywhere, which adds to it. Several of the coasters here go back out into the woods. The Beast is the obvious example. I was expecting a good atmosphere, but I was blown away by just how great it actually is. The aesthetic at this park is really nice. The operating season for Kings Island typically lasts from mid-April to the last weekend of October. Now they are open again in late November and December for Winterfest, where you can go and ride a couple of roller coasters, including Mystic Timbers. The operating season is fairly common for a Cedar Fair park, and pretty standard for an amusement park season. Also, one-day tickets to Kings Island as of right now are $45. That's a really good price for a major Cedar Fair park. Lastly, let's talk about my overall experiences at Kings Island. My 2019 visit here was really enjoyable, but my 2021 visit here was exceptional. This park just does everything right. The roller coasters, flat rides, food, and atmosphere are all great. There isn't a single negative towards Kings Island. I would not complain at all if this was my home park. Those that do have Kings Island as their home park are so lucky. As of right now, this park is in my top 5 parks that I have been to. For Kings Island's overall score, I will give it a 9.5 out of 10. There aren't many parks out there better than this one. I very much recommend Kings Island to anyone. Coaster enthusiasts, families, little kids, everyone can have a great time at Kings Island. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And this is Coasters and Things signing out.